So let's talk about, speaking of no filters and doing what you want,
Yeah.
let's talk about this wonderful release. I know you have a CD release party coming up very shortly.
Yeah, on Friday at the Stanhope House in
Yeah.
New Jersey, legendary club, lots of special guests coming. Looking forward to
Who are
it.
some of the guests?
A lot of the people who played on the record. Chris Jacobs, who's a great player from Baltimore.
Oh, Chris Jacobs is incredible.
Yeah, I've been
Chris-
working with
oh,
him for years. He had a band called The Bridge out of Baltimore that was really, really big.
Annandale, one of my favorite tunes.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
That's Chris singing and
Yeah.
playing the cigar box, 4-string cigar box on that one. So
Oh, man.
he's excellent. Cara Kelly is an excellent singer, also from Baltimore. She's coming up.
Another one favorite, Battlegrounds.
Battlegrounds. She's an incredible voice.
Oh, I'm so excited. I
Yeah.
wish I could be there.
I know, me too. Me too. Well,
Wow.
I'm sure there'll be some videos and stuff.
I'm
come out
sure.
of it. Yeah.
And another player who I'm going to see in a couple of days is Alex Suter.
Alexis.
Alexis Suter.
Yeah, Alexis was
Yeah.
so great to come and sing on this song because I had this song called Old Shoes kicking around for a while, and I knew it just needed the right vocal. It needed the right vocalist to deliver this kind of attitude-y thing, you know. And I asked her to do it, and I was so lucky that schedules worked out, and she was able to get out to the studio.
I can't wait to meet her.
She just nailed it. You're going to love Alexis. She's.
Yeah, I think I emailed her and said I'd love to sit and talk with you a little, you know. So.
Oh yeah, make sure you do that. She's a wonderful, wonderful spirit, a wonderful singer, and yeah, she's a great friend.
Brooklyn
you know.
born. She's a Brooklyn baby.
Oh yeah, New York in
New
the house
York,
for sure.
New
yeah.
York. And this is recorded. It was produced by Ben Elliot.
Yes, all of my records are produced by Ben Elliot. I'm on the American Showplace label, and we record them in Dover at the Showplace Studios, which is excellent place to make records.
A lot of good things coming out of there.
A lot of good stuff. Yeah, we're running a lot of good stuff out of there between Alexis and me and Slam Allen and Todd Wolfe.
Slam
and,
is a homeboy for me.
Oh,
I'm from
man.
upstate there, and
Okay.
so I've known Slam years ago, and then certainly when he played with Cotton, and so
Yeah,
I've known
sure.
Slam, and then Quiet, and then boom, this fabulous new release.
Yeah, well, I played on that record too.
Well, I love Slam, so
Yeah.
my goodness, okay.
Yeah, it was great to work with him on that. Him and
Mr.
Jeff
Monticello.
Allen is his great bass player, and
Yeah.
we had a blast making that record. And it's doing so well. I'm so happy
doing
for him.
well.
He's a
So,
great guy.
You
yeah.
know, when good people get together and produce really good music, it's even better and better.
Oh yeah.
Tell me some of your most favorite influences. You know, some people who really you haven't been with, but have influenced you musically.
You know, I mentioned Greg, and certainly, you know, as far as session guys, you know, Benmont Tench is always somebody I've looked to from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh
Who
yeah, rock.
he's played on, I don't know, several hundred records, if not 1,000 records. That guy, he's can really adapt to any kind of thing. So I really look to him to, like, if I want to, you know, play with the Dixie Chicks, I can do that. Or if I want to play some hip hop, I can do that. If I want to make a blues record, I can do that. I want to just be able to do all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, life isn't 12 bars. You know
No,
what I mean?
it's not.
It's like you can do it all.
It's not. And, you know, the one thing about making my records, you know, and I consider myself a blues artist because those are the, you know, the blues pentatonic scale is where I like to live when I solo. And I certainly have the blues. I'm a 150-pound guy who carries around a Hammond B3 by himself.
Yeah, right. Look at those arms.
So, well, you know, it's a tough road out there, you know. So I like to identify that, but I can't say that I really, I don't have a lot of influences in that. I respect all those cats. I respect Jimmy McGriff and Jimmy Smith and all the cats who did it, but I can't say that I listen to them because somebody told me when I was really young and I started playing Hammond, they said, don't take any lessons and don't listen to many guys.
Really?
Because you have a sound and you don't want to lose that.
Very cool.
And
Yeah.
so it seems like a lot of cats like gravitate towards the Jimmy Smith thing, and I'm cool with that. I think it's great, but I kind of have my own thing that I do. So
Very interesting.
yeah.
Wow, I really like that. What's next for you? I mean, you're having a CD release party, and,
Yeah.
and you're touring a little bit.
Yep.
What is coming up in the next few months?
You know, I just try to scatter it out between gigs that I can do myself, and I'm going to take the band down south and do a little run through Florida. And then at the same time, I'm playing gigs with Todd Wolfe and with Slam Allen
Todd,
and with
yeah.
Albert Castiglia and with all the people that I do my regular Alexis, all the people that I would do my regular gigs with.
So you're busy.
And then taking off with the Dixie Chicks for a while. So yeah, it's all, somehow it all falls into place.
And you seem
Holly,
like
I
a
don't
really
know
happy
how.
guy.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I'm tired and my back hurts, and I smoke too much. But other than that, I'm a happy guy.
Well,
you
let's
know?
wish your wife a happy birthday.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Happy
we'll do it
birthday,
right on
Nicole.
camera.
That's right. Happy birthday, Nicole.
Exactly.
Sorry I had to go to Massachusetts on your birthday.
but you'll
She
make it
gets
up to you. He'll make it up to you.
She gets it. She knows when I'm up
course,
against her. She's
yeah.
so supportive, man.
Of course, that's wonderful.
Yeah, we've
and
been
are
together
there
a long time.
other musicians in your family?
Well, actually, oddly enough, my grandmother was a professional organist, and she passed away years before I was born.
Aw.
So somehow,
She came back and said,
somehow that traveled in. I
The
don't know how,
genetics.
but I try to channel that a little bit. I don't know what she sounded like, but I like to think that we have some similar drawbar tastes.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I like
You know,
to think that.
sometimes things do skip a generation.
Oh, they do, absolutely.
I really
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah,
You know.
it's wild how it works its way in.
Favorite blues towns for you?
Oh, let's see. Florida, man. What's up? What's up, Florida?
I agree with you.
Man.
I so agree with you.
We went to Florida thinking like, okay, well, let's see, we got some action on the radio and there's some little Facebook or whatever. Like I can see a little thing happening. And we go down there and every show was amazing. I mean, we were packed on a Monday night in Fort Myers.
Skippers
I've
and-
never played before. Yeah, Skippers was great. The Funky Biscuit is probably like one of the greatest clubs on the East Coast.
That's what Albert said.
I mean, and just the people come out and they get it and they dig the music and they let you know it and they respond and ooh, I love it.
So do I. And if you are ever there on a Tuesday on the west coast of Florida, there's, I don't know if you know Treasure Island,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sunset TC Carr, and
Okay.
Betty Fox kind of alternate. the
Okay.
Katiki Beach Bar.
Right.
Right there.
That's great.
It's great.
See, I keep hearing about all these other places too that I'm just scratching the surface of Florida, but I got a great response down there.
So
Love the
Florida
people
is a
there.
really good one. And you've
Yeah.
toured all over the world.
Yeah, I've been everywhere.
Yeah,
I've been lucky enough to go to a lot of places. Yeah.
Cool.
To play blues in Helsinki at the Rama Blues Fest.
Oh man, how nice.
Where the sun never went down, it just kind of went in circles all
I
day.
know. I'm still looking at your face. I can see the sun.
Oh, yeah.
And let me just finally ask about your writing style, because I've
Sure.
noticed you've written so many of these.
I have, yeah.
Easy, hard. Do you have a set pattern of writing?
Some of them are easy, some of them come right to me and I know exactly what they are, and some of them take months and they're more of a crafting, it's song crafting as opposed to just sitting down and making it happen. So
Not just the story, but your crafting.
exactly. I write a lot in the car and I write a lot while I'm driving, and I don't know what I would do without the little phone recorder gadget, because
That's right.
like you could pretty much hear my whole new record on my phone in little bits and pieces
But see,
as I'm
that's-
driving around
it's
doing
great.
it. You know?
It's just a great thing. I think it's important because then you can go back and revisit it.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and embellish it, so to
Absolutely.
speak. You know.
Yeah, and sometimes right away if it's the right thing, and other times this is going to take some work, and maybe it won't happen at all.
Exactly.
You have to be a good editor. I think that's the key to songwriting.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with a lot of things that you're saying. So what are you going to play for us tonight? What are some of the tunes on tap for this evening?
Well, my first record that I put out called Bad News Travels on the Showplace label, Albert was the first guy that I called and said, hey, I want to do a record and I want to have some special guest singers and some special guest guitar players, and will you come up? And I had just played on Living the Dream, his record. So he said, of course I'll come up and do that. So he came up and we recorded a handful of songs, and that was really my first foray into making my own records and being an artist and being a writer. And so we're going to do a couple songs off of that batch that are
Great.
really special to both of
Yeah,
us.
I'm very excited because I know Albert's been here before, and I said to him, so are you going to play some from, your CDs tonight? He said, no, we're going to mix it up. We're going to do some improvisation. So I'm glad you told me this.
Yeah,
Good.
and something happens when he and I play together. I'm not sure what it is, and we both recognize it. Like Albert's really, really great on his own, and I guess I'm pretty good on my own. I put on a good show. But I don't know, when we get together, there's just, it's a certain energy you kind of can't put your finger on.
It's like
you
a
know?
lightning bolt. Well, I'm excited because I think it's like with any kind of relationship, in bands or relationships. If it's a good relationship, the energy gets bigger and higher.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, and you never know what's going to happen.
You never know what's gonna
And when you
happen.
can get it to that point where you can let go enough that you're not sure how this is going to
And
go.
you trust each other.
That's exciting stuff, Yeah.
Well, John Ginty, I'm thrilled that you came
Thank you,
and
Holly.
met with me today.
Thank you so much for having
You're
me.
welcome. And I invite you the next time we run into each other. I think life is a spiral, and we sit down and check in where we're at.
Absolutely, and I think I'm going to try to bring some No Filter up here to Don Odells. So
Let's do
I'm going
it.
to try to do that within, before I take off with the.
We'll
the,
come
the
back and
girls
do
there.
this again.
All right, great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
I'm
Holly.
Harris, and I'm here at Don Odells. We're going to go hear the band, the Albert Castiglia Band, with John Ginty. Thanks for joining me tonight right here at Don Odells Legends.